So, personally, I think I have pretty much decided what the number one game on any Amstrad top 10, top 5, whatever, top 1 million, yeah, that's not possible, but you know what I mean. I'm going to say it's this game, Ikari Warriors. I really think this is the sort of thing where if you saw this game and you compared it to other 8-bit computer versions, including the shit version from America for the C64, then this really is the best. Now, like most 8-bit games, you're talking about a compromise, really. It's always going to be a compromise. 8-bit computers, they do not have arcade quality motherboards and consoles as well. Certainly not the kind of hardware that runs this in the arcade anyway. And I actually prefer the graphics on this to the NES version. You can't shoot through the bloody thing. That's annoying, that is. Stop trying to bomb me, you bastard. Just let me get the power-ups, innit? There you go. So you can scroll back a little bit. So yeah, this is the sort of game where you would spend hours and hours trying to do better and better at it. Certainly get further than I've ever gone on any video so far, but I did get a bit further after I turned the camera off one time. Ooh, that was close, that was. Ooh, they just respawn and respawn, that's just rude days. That mine actually stops my bullets hitting them, I think. Yeah. You have to make it to the tank without losing a single life. If you don't do that, then it's buckwheats for you, mate. I was holding the fire button to fire a bloody grenade. Come on, mate. Mutually assured destruction. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, there's the tank. Good. Straight in the tank, thank you. Quick. Safety first. Take out the turrets from the side if you can. This is definitely a system seller as far as 8-bit machines go. And it certainly doesn't hurt the old CPC that the you know, the Atari ST and Amiga versions are so underwhelming, especially when you consider how good Commando is. So, wait, got to be a bit careful there. Yeah, I like the way they pirouette when you kill them. Reminds me of that Madonna video. I can't remember. Our Bedtime Story, that's it, yeah. You have to be a bit careful with the shrapnel. So yeah, I mean, once you got the tank, it's brilliant. Ooh, excuse me, madam. Stop trying to kill me, you bastard. There's a spare tank, but I'm quite liking this one, thank you. Ooh, that was lucky, that was pure luck. Maybe the slow down helps me a bit sometimes. Ooh, he can get me. They can fire sideways. Ooh, Sir Madam. And just run them over a little bit, innit? Got to be careful, some of them have rocket launchers. You definitely need some fuel here. Good. Good. Bloody hell, this could be the furthest I've ever been on camera. Don't tell me the thing can't go any further. Ah no, this is a bit of a bastard. Oh no. It didn't really matter, I was going to bloody get killed anyway. From the tank. Ah no, I feel naked now. Naked warriors. So I wouldn't mind being able to type in some pokes from I don't know, Amstrad Action or something, to actually you know, play a bit further in the game. But in a way, might actually ruin the game for me. So I'll be honest there. It could be like Manic Miner rules apply, I reckon. Just waiting for the laptop to power up. So yeah, like I was saying, Commando on the ST is really good. And so is Ghosts and Goblins, that's even more impressive for technical reasons. But Ikari Warriors on the Amiga is a fucking it's a budget game at best. And on the ST it's not really, it's not that impressive. It's certainly not up to the Commando conversion standards. There we go. This is XP. Imagine how long it would take me if I wasn't using an XP laptop as a donor machine. Yes, we've got a laptop that's subservient to the 8-bit computer, and that's correct. Windows is shit. Right. Let's try ER come through, I guess. Here we go, play. So you can say what you want about the old CPC, and there is no innovation. It's like, here's some 16 kilobytes of address space to use for your, you know, 16 colour 160 by 200 resolution screens. Here's a Z80 with 4 MHz. There is no innovation going on there at all. And people go on and on about something called the CRTC chip. Let me tell you something, mate. The 1977 Commodore PET had a CRTC chip. It actually doesn't mean anything. It actually stands for cathode ray tube controller. It's not like, you know, the Antic chip on the Atari 400, which has a display list processor where you write little bits of code that are executed automatically. And it's not like the parallel 4-bit memory access along with the 8-bit memory access that the CPU has with the VIC-2 chip in the C64, or, you know, the use of what we call colour RAM and spectrum owners call attribute RAM, to actually reduce the size of the memory you need to get a 16 colour, you know, image on screen in any resolution that the C64 offers, and the Spectrum's only resolution. None of that really matters. As long as games like Ikari Warriors kept coming out, there's no reason not to buy an Amstrad CPC. If that was your budget and you like the kind of games on a certain machine, then you buy that machine. I think Attack of the Mutant Camels, you know where I'm going with this, Star Raiders 2 and Rescue on Fractalus, you want an Atari 800 or 800 XL for those games. But I think on balance, with 130 odd games, originals that I had, and about 10, maybe 15 copies that I really, no, it's probably closer to 10, much closer. I think the C64 was the right machine for the kind of games I wanted to play. But, you know, my mate, he loved sorcery. Oh, someone keeps parking in front of the driveway of that house. Oh, she's not. Very stylish. Riding a bicycle. So, you know, people think, you know, oh, Mad Commodore, with a name like that, you've got to be a bloody Commodore fanboy. No. Mad Commodore, the Mad Commodore, is the name of the character in the television adverts, and don't bother looking for it on YouTube because it don't exist. No one. Maybe it exists on like a 1 hour video of like 1983-84 adverts, you know, recorded on a VHS tape. You do get videos like that on YouTube, and I haven't found one yet, and I've given up looking now. It's not really my job. I'm not an Atari fanboy. But that was the Atari 800 XL advert, and it was like, there was like, it's a bit like the old PC versus Mac characters, where they sort of personified the companies, and you know, Commodore had the Commodore, and he was mad, apparently, because the Atari 800 XL was only £99.99 or £129.99 at the time of the adverts, whereas the C64 was, I think, about 250 quid at that time, maybe even 280 quid. It's a UK advert. I know it's a UK advert because I saw it on the TV, and I've never seen it anywhere else. No one has found it. I asked on the Atari forums, which I loathe going on there now, I really do. I don't get on with the Atari community, really. They are very, very obtuse people to get on with, for different reasons, but still. So, you know, but yeah, I think Ikari Warriors is basically, if you're like showing someone a computer, well, more than one actually, and you know, you're trying to show them what the machine's capable of and what kind of games you could get, then I think that would be a good one to show for the CPC. Let me guess, there was a joystick option I had to set. I really loathe this game on the C64. I think it's absolutely shit, but I do believe my mate had this on his Amstrad, so we have to play it. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't buy it. One, my mate already had it, and two, it was no way of the exploding fist. And that might be the reason why he bought it. No, actually, he had Way of the Exploding Fist anyway. Or did he? Actually, I'm not sure about that. I know he saw it in the shop with me for the first time. We were in Video Wheels, and he was like, wow, this looks great. And we asked the guy who owned Video Wheels to load it up, and he did, and you know, we heard the Bruce Lee screech, and yeah, there's nothing I can do unless escape. No, that's pause. That's not good. Right, okay, so we've managed to get rid of the music, which is neither good nor bad. I actually want to try playing the game. So yeah, like I was saying, we loaded it up, we heard the screech, we heard the music, we were blown away by the game, really. It was like, and I bought it straight away, and I think it was only £9 or something. This is one time I wish you only had one bloody life on this game. Oh, come on you fat shit, just take him out. Always with a bloody numeric keypad. There it goes, so that's the fire button, is it? So you only got one fire button. I don't want to play it on keys anyway. Come on, take me out you little shit. Good, 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 good. So yeah, that is an annoying thing about Amstrad games. You know, at least half of them seem to default to keyboard player only. Ah, bloody hell. Just, fuck off. I didn't even want to play this game, now I've got to wait for this little fat shit to fucking take me out. The characters may actually be bigger on the Amstrad version than the C64, I'm not sure. Good, good. So yeah, I don't like this business. Why have I got to redefine the keys, mate? There's a fucking joystick port built into the computer. It's not a fucking 48K Spectrum. Oh no. I've just done that wrong. Oh fucking... Oh no, look. Press fire for joystick. Let's do that again. See, it's a really dumb thing. On the main menu it doesn't even say joystick. You have to go into redefine keys, press fire for joystick, and that will be set as joystick, and that's just wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Anyway, let's get on with the review. So, this is more Jackie Chan than Bruce Lee. That's how I describe the difference between this and Way of the Exploding Fist on the C64. There's a lot of acrobatics going on. And luckily IK Plus on the Amstrad. Fucking move out the way, will you? Fucking jump up or do something. He trapped him there, that's just rude, that is. Yeah, luckily IK Plus, only the bonus level has slowdown. The actual game is not too bad. Knob off, mate. Just fuck off, innit? I want to see some different graphics. Your graphics offend me. And why don't I get one of them? Fuck's sake. I don't know if that's male or female. I was going to say you little bitch, but I suppose you can do... That's a bit of a ramp up in difficulty, isn't it? Straight away. It doesn't help I've got the crap dipstick. Yeah, Richard Hammond start blaming the joystick, innit? No, I don't want that fucking move. Yeah, the jumps are a bit Matrix style ridiculous, I have to admit. I think this game is better on the Amstrad, actually, than the C64. But I would have had Exploding Fist already. And for some reason I bought International Karate for the C64, which came out after Exploding Fist, because apparently it won't let me jump. They do it again, man. You can get cornered. I don't like that bullshit. I'm trying to do the same move using the same joystick thing, and it doesn't do it all the time. That's a bit annoying. Ooh! The flukiness of Mad Commodore prevails. So at least you only have to take them out once. If you want a different background, I think you've got to load the other version. Now, maybe one of the reasons why I don't like this game is because you don't get any weapons. And you can't do any fireballs like Street Fighter 2 or anything. And yet they have weapons. So we've had ninja stars, now we've got nunchucks. Yeah, no, there's no purity going on. So I definitely like fighting games because I had Exploding Fist and then I bought International Karate. I don't know if Exploding Fist is mode 1 as well, but International Karate is mode 1. Luckily IK Plus does exist for the CPC, so if you want that, I'd say that is the best fighting game. But as a gamer myself, I prefer Ikari Warriors to Ya Kung Fu or even IK Plus or Exploding Fist. There's just more longevity there going on. Oolong Penis. What's your name? Oolong. Oolong Penis. Whoosh. I don't think there's any time on this either, so you can't do the thing that you do with like other fighting games, where basically you can be ahead in the in the energy bar state, and then just avoid them for the last 10 seconds and you'll win. You can't even do that. I can't see any kind of bonus or score or... Button mashing don't really work on this. But you've got to see at least 3 opponents, so you can't complain about the video. You're probably going to complain about the video quality, but I've already explained there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. The Amstrad CPC monitor only has one dial that controls contrast and brightness, and you cannot change the saturation. So there's nothing I can really do to help the camera. If the camera doesn't like what's being shown on the screen, then well, you fucked really. So anyway, that was that, and yeah, on to the next one. So I had to load it again and press pause. Yeah, never mind all that, mate. Fucking the music's not that good. Maybe it'd sound better if it was connected to some half decent speakers instead of some chicken box prick tiny little fucking 1 centimetre speaker. Anyway, yeah, I keep forgetting to see if I can find out more info on the the original CPC prototype, which had a 6502 CPU. I need to check that out anyway. A fucking aggressive fucking low rent prick who ran Amstrad at the time. He got a bit frustrated and he cancelled that project, and he found a couple of students to cobble together something else for him quicker. But I really don't know what the problem was with the original 6502 based CPC. Anyway, that's not the point. So this really is a VIC-20 size screen. The screen I'm seeing there is about fucking 8 inches on the 14-inch monitor. That's bullshit. It's actually it's a curse that you can set the size of the screen, well, borders, and therefore make the screen smaller on the CPC. It's a curse, mate, because if that wasn't the case, then scrolling a smaller screen wouldn't actually be faster. Well, not as fast as it is by doing it this way. You'd have to do a bit more jiggery pokery with your maths when you're moving bits around and bytes. So there was no loading screen or nothing. And I've got to sit here like a chicken box freak, just in case I have to pause the tape again, even though the tape is split over two sides, which I thought, oh, that's obvious then. One side loads the program and then you've got to turn the tape over and press the fire button. I thought I could go for a piss, but no sir. Yeah. So I'm on to season 2 of Game of Thrones at the moment, and it's going to take fucking ages. I think it's time to turn the camera off again. This is one terrible fucking loader, I tell you, mate. At least it's gone in focus. Right, there we go. Now I chose this game, Turrican 2, because it seems to scroll a bit better than Turrican 1. Yay! And it is actually surprisingly good to scroll. It seems to be doing a 4 pixel scroll, but it don't really matter, it's fast enough, and you only worry about that and slow down on games like this. Why can't I jump up there, innit? I don't actually like Turrican on the Amiga. I think it looks like a cleverly programmed ST game because of all the plain background bullshit. It's a shit game. Oh no! Okay, it's not like Rastan Saga where you can actually go down them bits. But, can we go over this bit? But Turrican 3 is amazing on the Amiga. And standard fodder for the Mega Drive, obviously. But this is really good for a CPC game, actually. Except it's bloody difficult. Bloody difficult, sir, madam. Now, if he tells me to rewind the tape, that's this game over with. Right, we've got one life left from what I can work out without my CRT glasses. So yeah, I mean, this is surprisingly good. I didn't know Rainbow Arts knew how to program the CPC. That's a bit fucking annoying, isn't it? No, not again. Like, at least we're not losing any lives fucking back. I don't think it can go any further than that, so maybe we have to like go up there somehow. Can we make that sort of jump? Yeah, we can. How the fuck was I even up in the air like that? It don't make any sense. So I'm already stuck, so it don't really matter. Ah, there we go, we can go on that bit. And then that bit, and then that bit, and then that bit. Always like Avatar, you know, when they got the things in the sky. Ah, fuck, how am I supposed to judge that? And then you fall down there. What a cunt. How am I supposed to do down in there? Is this the way, or is it a shortcut? So yeah, I mean, this is really good for the Amstrad. If you like these kind of games, you definitely got to have this game on the Amstrad. Go to start of tape. I don't want to go to start tape. What do you mean go to start a tape? Where was the start? It didn't actually tell me to reset the tape counter and stop. Ah! Why have they put it as two completely separate sides then? Because you've got Turrican 2, side A and side B as two separate tape images. And if there is a difference in the loader, it will say like fast load or normal load. Yeah, that's the end of that one. But that is a good game. But you really need to be playing that on disc based systems. So you're a bit fucked if you got 464 like me. Another bastard loader that just stops for no reason to play some rubbish music. Yeah, it seems to be a thing on the Amstrad for some reason. It's fucking annoying, I tell you, mate. Well, you got to hear the rubbish music, whoever did that. MW, certainly not BMW, more like bowel movement, BM only with no W. Well, I might as well mention me memories of this game. I had Turbo Cup by Laurie Seals for my Atari ST. They did release a version that came with like a 1/18th scale die-cast model of, I believe it was a 944, a Porsche 944. I didn't have that version. That may have been on the Amiga only as well. I'm not sure, if I'm honest. There doesn't seem much more left to fucking load. Hurry up and get on the next chapter, you piece of shit. So, and it wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. But I might as well leave the camera going. But I did have that game, and I did play it as an early game on the ST. Relatively early. So I think they converted it back from the ST to other things. I think the original version was for the ST. Because I would have had an Amiga by October 1988. There's no way I didn't have an Amiga by October 1988. No way at all, mate. I got my Amiga before I started working in a chip shop. Yeah, I'm not proud, bruv, in it. I don't really care. And I did make some of the best fish and chips in East London. There's something to be proud of. Although the kind of women that are addicted to fish and chips, they're not really the kind that I would fancy anyway. And that's not even talking about the, you know, the spotty face. But it was nice to get complimented on such brilliant fish and chips, which I learned to make myself better than the previous owner, who was English. Just so you know. Yeah, there are just as many. Oh, actually, I can't tell you the rest of that story. So, lukewarm coffee. I'm rationing the cola because I can't go to the shops today or tomorrow because the day after I'm going around my parents, and because of the bank holiday I wasn't sure what time the shops closed yesterday, so I didn't actually go because the car stands a bit lumpy. Definitely needs a full service, that car. I definitely need to find a way to get it serviced without them giving me COVID. And anyone who says to me in person COVID is just a flu, I'm gonna fucking smack them so hard their fucking head will cave in. You know, it's one thing having the IQ of a fucking potato, it's another one fucking killing me because you've got the IQ of a potato and you fucking believe any shit you fucking hear from some other dumb cunt with the IQ of a boiled potato. But anyway, this is nearly done, so there's no point turning the camera off. I have been trying to turn the camera off when, you know, shit like this. There's no fancy loader or anything. I'd rather just have a loading screen instead of something that stops and starts playing some music and then, nah, I don't like that shit. And that's nothing to do with using, you know, tape image files and a cassette adapter, you know, inside the real hardware. Even back then I wouldn't have liked that. So you put the game on to load and you go and do something like make a sandwich. Here we go. Now hurry up already, mate. Hang on a minute, let's zoom that up a bit. So the frame rate is actually about the same as the ST version, and the handling, well, maybe it's a little bit less, but not much. And the handling is just a shit. It's like rear wheel steering. It's very weird. It's the kind of shit we had to put up with, even though we'd be playing perfectly playable games on 8-bit systems earlier, like Pit Stop 2 on the C64. I'm specifically talking about the ST here. It is what it is. It kind of looks the same. like I say, it's the same terrible handling. Never had a Porsche of any type, so I couldn't tell if this is how bad the handling is. In 1988 for a Porsche 944 Lux Turbo. I did fancy getting one of them, but am I qualifying that? Because there's no other cars on the track. Is what it is really. I know my cat's gonna want it. My cat's gonna want to go on the laptop, I was gonna say. I'm not really in a position to reach out and close the lid on the laptop at the moment. So this isn't even a multi-load, so for unattended loading, it's another one where I have to split the fucking file into two halves. And Turrican is hugely annoying because it doesn't even tell you that you're supposed to reset the tape. It actually says start the tape again. But even though I lost all my lives on that level, so obviously it wants you to rewind it. But rewind it to where? So this is not brilliant. It's about as shit as Road Blasters on the C64 or other badly written games. Maybe Outrun. The Crazy Cars game. Yeah, it's as shit as Crazy Cars 1 and 2 and all that shit on the 8-bit. I don't know if Crazy Cars 3 came out for the CPC. It did come out for the C64. There's nothing special though. Graphically it's quite shit looking. Maybe it moves okay, but who cares, mate? This is qualification, it's taking ages. I just want to see how much slowdown you get when there's other cars on the track. I'm doing 230 kilometres an hour now. Well, this has got to be the end. Come on, mate. Start finish. Yeah, that's not me. It just does that when you do that. Yeah, the other cars are all yellow. Yeah, it's kind of like the ST version. Not enough sound channels, mate? So obviously everyone goes fast in it. Oh, I wasn't last in the qualifications. I am now though, probably. Alright, straight away I'm fucked. Ah, come on, you piece of shit. I want to see how fucking difficult. Oh well, they must have like gone really slow into it. Yeah, this isn't a fucking white knuckle racing game for the CPC. And the frame rate is probably a third of Chase HQ, which looks better anyway. See, these stripes they're doing on the road, for some reason, a lot of Amstrad games don't have rasters for this sort of effect, so they're wasting CPU time updating the screen. So, I think it was the same on the ST, they weren't using rasters there either, so it looks as shit as rasters, but it's wasting CPU time. It's a real shit way of doing it. Yeah, this isn't going to get in my top 100 CPC games. Certainly not, mate. Oh, fucking great. Hurry up already, really, mate. I don't think we've actually overtaken anyone that's that bad. And I'm not talking about my gameplay, so... I haven't found all my Amiga discs yet, because I haven't found Highway Patrol 2, which I used to play on my Amiga 1000 when I lived in Cyprus while I was working there. I haven't found my backup copies of It Came From the Desert. They're on 3 discs and they're purple disc labels. it's like bullet time racing. Ah, bollocks. So of course nothing happens to them. Right, you've seen enough of this shit. Look at that fantastic loading screen. I don't know why people bother with mode 1. It's a really dumb thing to do for these kind of games. But yeah, look at that, that's really nice. So yeah, let's wait for the rest of the game to work. Obviously it's a multi-load, so probably be loads of swearing soon. Well, no swearing, but from now on multi-load games will be loaded in via VLC or something like that. And the WAV file that CDT to WAV creates, because you cannot rewind the tape to a certain section, making it absolutely useless. So, one player game, please start from a joystick. Who watches the Watchmen? So this is cracked already, but okay, so there's no music at all. It looks really nice. It's a push scroll, so there's that. But other than that, that's the only negative I can find about the game. It is a bit weird the way it does that. See, look. But if you can, it does that on the C64. I should have remembered that. Oh, bloody hell! Stop killing me, innit, you bastard. If it's not bloody hidden mind, do not tell me to rewind the fucking tape. Right, good. Yeah, fuck the bridge, mate. Hey, someone's this. No, I'll go through the water, thank you. Alright, well, at least it doesn't force you to... Okay, so we're over the bridge and we've lost less life, so that's good. It's a fiendishly difficult game to play without your reading glasses on. Come on, mate. Looks really nice. If I liked Contra as much as Ikari Warrior style games, or if it had even a chunky 4-pixel scroll routine, it might be closer to Ikari Warriors for me personally. See, that's difficult to tell. It's so colourful, but they didn't like do different colours. Come on, I'm not very good at this game. There must be some sort of power up in here. That looks like a power up. Give me that power up, buddy. Oh shit, I can't get up there to get the power up, man. Yeah, see, because I don't know if you can scroll backwards. I bet you can't. Nah, see, so I've lost the power up just because it stayed up there. So as an arcade game, I prefer Ikari Warriors, so there's that problem. And the push scroll is a bit off-putting. But if you really liked Grizzle or Contra, I think you'd like this on the Amstrad, actually. I don't think you could really complain. Come on. Can you even blow them things up? Yeah, you can. Hang on, can I not jump back up? Why can't I jump back up? Yeah. There we go, this way, thank you. There's no music, but you know, do you really care that there's no music? Did I get a little bit further that time? Maybe one push scroll further, so that's about as much as you're going to see from me, but that's really good. If you really like Contra in the arcade, I think you'd be happy with that, with the Amstrad version. Actually, Spacebar I think did something on the C64 version, which is why I didn't like it. I don't understand what's different. They've made good use of the 3 shades of turquoise because there's only 1 shade of grey. It looks fine actually. Now when you get down here, you're a bit fucked if I'm honest. See, yeah, you kind of caught in the crossfire, but I'm just going to keep jumping over every. But come on, let me get a bit further this time. Wow, we definitely got further. Come on, man. Here it goes. So, I think for other people, this would really be a contender for, you know, the best game on the Amstrad, but possibly Sly Spy might be better for me, but that's a horrendous multi-load up bit. But anyway, that's Griswold stroke Contra. Which does appear to be a full screen Amstrad game. This is Guardian 2, because Defend or Die, which technically would be Guardian 1 by Alligator, needed some sort of thing typed in from the manual, which is lovely. Except I'm not very good at Defender. But other than that, it's lovely. Oh, and it's based on Stargate, and I prefer... Oh no, that wasn't good. Hey, I was shooting them. What's going on there? Okay, maybe the collision detection is a bit funny. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, it's another good one for the CPC. If you actually like Defender, then you'd be crazy not to have this game. Possibly Defender or Die. Why can't I shoot them? Oh, I can shoot them. Very nice scrolling routine. No! Okay. We actually did it in a pathway. So I think the only thing I would say is you really need your CPC connected up to a decent set of speakers for this game. Hey, what? You know it's me. Who else says chicken box prick? No one else says that, mate. Only I say that. That's my thing now. Okay. So I had Guardian, not Guardian 2, on the 364. Alligator clamshell, full price, $7.99, $8.99, I can't remember. I used to play that a lot. So, yeah, this is just as good really. I'm going to have to see if I can get the manual for Defend or Die to see if it's better, because I prefer Defender to Stargate. It's just a slightly easier game, and this is already ridiculously difficult for me, but controller response is absolutely fine. He says whilst crashing into bloody mutant. No, they're not mutants, they're landers. It did even worse that time, I think. We did. Let's have one more go. Ah, come on. God damn it. Oh, hang on, I haven't even used the smart bombs yet. The smart bomb sound on Defender the Arcade is brilliant. I love that sound. Let's see if we can bloody rescue someone. Okay, we rescued someone and then we died. It was a sacrifice. A selfless sacrifice by Mad Commodore. Yeah, that is brilliant. I have to say, that's another win. That's another box checked, I should say, for the Amstrad, because you know, when you bought one in 1984, there's certain games you wanted. You wanted, you know, the usual arcade games, and the CPC was actually, personally, I'd say it's more of a rival to the BBC Micro than the C64. You can moan all you want about that, but that's about how it is. Fast CPU, standard bitmap screen, and yeah, colourful 160 by 200 mode. Although the BBC Micro only has 8 shitting colours. Don't know if you can read that. So hopefully we're going to be checking out Ghouls and Ghosts now. Now, if the tunes are like the Atari ST tunes that I remember on the Amstrad, then really it should be connected to a hi-fi. Do you have the cable for that somehow? I don't know where I put it though. I do remember wrapping it up. Crap, that's not good. Yeah, where is the cable? Not there, not there. Ah, here it is, yes, ready. But we also have the other one, so there's two ways of doing it. You can either use the microphone port. We're going to get a loading screen, so we'll wait for this to load up. And it's loading up fast, much faster than Ikari Warrior's loading screen, which takes about 4 minutes to load. It's ridiculously slow. This is going to be done in about 40 seconds. Mode 0, that's a win. I don't know if the C64 version has a loading screen. I haven't really investigated, you know, if I can do the same thing with a C64. I'll have to have a think about that. But I'll have the same problems on multi-load games. You're going to have to like split them off manually because people like doing tape images. You know, they don't really do that. Conversion for US gold buy. Let's have a look. Software creations, is that? It is software creations. Right, you've seen enough. So it's quite nice, but I would have preferred something a bit more. Yeah, anyway, but they've done, what they've done is nice, but it's not really sort of like cover art converted. I had to start that quickly because I'm losing lives. Ah, come on, mate. So there's no music. Ah, come on. I don't know how I feel about the graphics. They're not very good. And considering we're in the 16 colour mode, why have they chosen such a shit palette? The push scroll works well enough, I suppose. It's a bit easier to digest than the one on Grizzle. I know, all the way back here. I suspect Ghouls and Ghosts is a shit game to have as a home computer game, unless there's some radical changes to the design of the arcade game, which is nothing more than a coin swallowing piece of shit. I don't mean the game's a piece of shit, I mean it's just designed to swallow your fucking coins. It's not designed as a great game. So, but the controls are fine. Some of the colour choices are a bit weird, I must admit. I just want to shoot up. Why can't I shoot up without jumping up like a prick? Yes, it better be unlimited continues, you cocksuckers. Right, okay. I think so. I think just like every other fucking computer, Ghosts and Goblins is better than Ghouls and Ghosts on the home computers. I don't know about the Spectrum, but see, I don't like the way he jumps up to fight up. That's a shit idea, that is. And why does it take so many hits to hit the little fucking birdie? So I can't get that cunt now, so that's a bit fucked. Fucking... Ah right, it's that stupid fucking power up where it just fucking kills you. It's the fucking witch doctor. Yeah, I don't like Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins as a game. Now, as a conversion quality, if they hadn't fucked up with Ghosts and Goblins and forgot the fact that you lose your armour first and then lose a life, it's a big cock up. Which I'm amazed no one has fucking bothered to fix. Come on, mate. I suppose the collision detection is quite generous, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't want that one. Fuck off. Give me a real power up, you cunt. A real power up in it. Oh no, yeah, you see, you got to go over them before they slice your head off. Oh, actually, it's a Jubilee weekend. Speaking of how the French people dealt with the problem of royal families. Yeah, I don't want the shit weapon, please. Oh no, where did he go? Oh, fuck off. I've got to start all the way back here. Right, this is what I mean. It's a shit game to convert to a home system with no fucking modifications at all. To make this playable as a home game, it needs a lot of fucking work, mate. And there's something wrong with the graphics. I'm like, why is a tree drawn like that with just one shade of orange? We're on a 16 colour fucking screen, and you can have any 16 colours in any combination right next to each other if you want. There's no colour RAM, none of that bullshit going on. So the graphics are shit. So the graphics have been designed by a chicken box prick. So there's that. And it's not suitable as a home game anyway. Which makes me laugh when people are like, gotta spend £60 on Super Ghouls and Ghosts on this thing. Why? It doesn't work as a home game. It hasn't been fixed. Not on any system. Not the Mega Drive, not the SNES, not the fucking PC Engine, nothing, mate. Ah, come on, mate. And this business where you pushed all the way back, it's a fucking bollocks, mate. Can I fucking shoot them? Do I just have to avoid them? What's going on here? The rain effect is actually not causing any slowdown, which surprises me. And what am I supposed to do about that? They're fucking about on the foot, right. But as a conversion quality, the graphics could have been better. The coding is not too bad and there's no music. So make of it what you will, but Ghouls and Ghosts is a shit game as a home computer game or home console. Imagine if you could have graphics like that on a Formula 1 game on the CPC. Imagine, sir. Anyway, that's the loading screen for Grand Prix 3D or 3D Grand Prix. Right, this is 3D Grand Prix and I don't have to buy it. I think you've only got a 4-speed gearbox. not really going that fast, but I need a straight bit of track to overtake him actually. Ooh, see, he's right there, you can't really see him. I hit something, don't know what. I will overtake someone. So I got this for the BBC Micro, an actual original cassette, but luckily, see, there's a problem with this game, you can't actually see them while you're going around the corners sort of thing. So I can't see where he is. So if I turn in now, I won't know if he's there. Ah, come on, mate. Yeah, when I'm going around the corners and I really need it to change down the gear, it won't. So, and of course, now that we're coming up to a sharp bend, see, I can't change down gear when I'm going around the corner. I don't know what's going on with that. I've got no problem doing it on the straights. I don't think it's a joystick actually. It's a fiendishly difficult game. This bastard won't get out my fucking way. Move! Goddamn motherfucker. Maybe you just got to be a bit aggressive, isn't it? So the graphics are quite nice and it's quite fast, but the cars are too fucking wide. And you can't really see what the next bit on the track is. See, look, when the car's skidding, it won't actually let you change down the gear, which is annoying. And there's no automatic gearbox option, which I don't like. Plus I can hear someone fucking about with something outside. So you'll never rescue it, that's the thing, if you can't change down the gear. What the hell's going on out there? The fucking Jubilee cocksuckers everywhere, mate. They're all making noise. I don't like all this bank holiday together business. Fuck off. What cocksucker decided to have two bank holidays right next to each other? Fucking annoying, mate. Some prick playing Three Lions, that shit tune with David Baddiel on it, and that other prick, Frank Skinner is it? A fucking maximum volume in his garden. That's the fucking dumb cunts with the 2-acre garden. Who don't even deserve to be living in a council. They deserve to be dead, mate. They are scum. I've seen them people. They're disrespectful cocksuckers. We actually made a turn and then we crashed into it. So it's very difficult to overtake on this game. That's always a problem. But maybe with a lot of practice, might be alright. Ah, fuck off, man. He just fucking nipped in front of me. So the graphics are nice and the speed is fine. I like the wheels as well. Look how slow they're going. How did he fucking overtake me? That's what I want to know. So you got to change gear before you fucking do all that bullshit with the overtaking. Has he just fucking overtaken me, the cunt? No. Good. So slow in, fast out, basically. I'm just going to keep it in 4th gear and be very conservative. See, once a car's skidding, you can't brake. And I think they've cocked up on the controls because you can't change down the gear, which is what you do. But I wonder if the BBC Micro version would be faster. So we're still fucking 20th. Unbelievable, mate. I'm a fucking driving god on driving games, and so therefore there's something wrong with this game, obviously. The cars are too wide and they stay right in the middle of the track. That's the problem. Look at that. Fuck you. Although he is obeying the FIA rules, that one. Position 22. This is like the real era of Formula 1 when there was like 26 cars on the track. Yeah, it's a game I'm going to have to spend ages practicing, actually. A bit like Ikari Warriors. Although this, I don't know if I'd put this in my top 5. Although I haven't found a better racing game yet. Chase HQ isn't really a straight up racing game. It's more of a crash 'em up, if you know what I mean. They go really slow around the corners, that's what annoys me. So that's why it's very difficult to overtake the bastards. Now come on, man, see, they hog the fucking road, that's the problem with this game. You can change up really quickly and it won't really affect your acceleration too much. And if you stay in 3rd gear, but at least it doesn't say your wheels fell off and all that shit like Super Monaco. And the frame rate is good enough. It's just a matter of, I suppose, getting used to the difficulty. And you can't blow your engine like revs. I don't really need that level of realism in my racing games, thank you. I've got a real car with engine problem. Well, it just needs a service actually. So now that I've kind of got used to the handling, maybe another day we'll have another go at this. See, while you're skidding out, it won't let you change down. There's something weird about that. So, and once you're off the track, it's not like... We're in position 24th now. Get out of my way, you piece of shit. So you can run the car on the rev limiter all the time. We have technically overtaken someone. It's difficult to tell how fast you're going because there's no actual speed. That's the other thing. So, but I don't know if the BBC Micro version has like slightly skinnier cars. That would make a difference to the playability. But then the BBC Micro is £399.99. Famously, the BBC Master 128 is a BBC Micro 128k RAM. Cost more than the 520 STM. Absolutely ridiculous. It's a real shitstorm of an Acorn wonder why they weren't fucking outselling anyone. That's because no one could afford your 8-bit shit, mate, in the mid-80s. Yeah, it's been that. Yeah, 4th and 3rd gear seem to be quite close, but it's hard to tell because you don't actually have a speed on your screen. You just have like the dial there for the speedometer. That don't mean shit. It's not like there's any numbers on it. It's a real shame because with a bit more effort this could have been one of the best 8-bit racing games going. Simply because the game engine is fine. So you see, when I'm following them, they go around the corners really fast. When I'm trying to overtake them, they fucking they go around the corners really slow. So they obviously modelled the other drivers on Ayrton Senna blocking manoeuvres, I guess. And again, you can't really overtake that often in Formula 1 anyway, so I suppose it is highly realistic, really. It's no match for F1 on an Amiga, but yeah, well, if you couldn't afford an Amiga, well then that's a bit different. And actually, when this game came, I think it's a 1984 game, so for an early game, it's actually not bad. It looks better on Micro Live when Leslie Judd is playing it than when you actually get it home and you actually get a chance to play it yourself. I guess that's really what it comes down to, I guess. I think we spent too long on this, but it's just taking me too long. I don't know how many laps we can do, so yeah, we are at the maximum speed now. Course completed. Game over. So there's only one course as well, I guess. So, some people said, I'm ignoring the shit suggestions, but you know, for the best arcade conversion on the CPC, they said Golden Axe. Now I haven't played Golden Axe yet. Now if you look at the screenshots of something like Rastan Saga, you know, you might think, okay, that looks brilliant. But you try playing it, mate, 1 frame per second. It's absolutely shit to play. Looks great though. But unless you've got one of them videos that can quadruple the playback speed, yeah, I don't think so, mate. C64 version, in contrast. Luckily, the pauses are long enough. So we have to load Golden Axe now, so I can test it out. But as far as I'm concerned, Ikari Warriors was the killer app, the must-have game that sold systems. Although I didn't actually sell Amstrad. But technically, it is that good. It's like Space Invaders on the VCS. Never going to look the same as the arcade, but it is good enough. And in the case of Space Invaders, they made enhancements to the gameplay. So it's not quite Space Invaders for the VCS. Nothing is really. You could take, even if when the Amiga come out, you know, there was a perfect conversion of Outrun. It's still not going to match Space Invaders on the VCS in 1980 because they actually improved the game. All those extra additions, like 2-player co-op, which is not possible on the arcade Space Invaders, and things like that. You can make your turrets wider as well to add difficulty, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyway, like I said, got to be fair. I'm not going to pass judgment on a game I don't really know. I have played certain games, but Golden Axe is one, if I have played it on the Amstrad, it would have been a very long time ago with the you know, cursor keys on the PC keyboard under emulation. Got quite a few games to play actually still. And that's just from the directory that I made, you know, downloading tape images one by one. Wolf, what an idiot. Why didn't I actually look for a CDTV archive? Sorry, CDT archive for the CPC. As soon as I get to the letter T in CDT, I instantly think of CDTV. Because it's such a sad story what happened to that console. Cinemaware bet all their chips on the PC Engine CD-ROM, and the PC Engine is a nice machine, but it's not really the right platform for, you know, FMV There's just not enough colours per scanline gainer. Well, they could have easily made like ham-based glitter objects on a static background on the Amiga. In fact, sometimes the outline doesn't even move. You know, like when the people are talking, and they could add the speech and everything. But yeah, basically they went the wrong way. They paid the price though. PC Engine, well, TurboGrafx was an absolute disaster in America, and well, actually, the CD version of it came from the desert. It was really inferior. I've got to go and check something here for a minute. Right. Good. So, you know, anyway, like I said, fair's fair. We have to give everything a fair chance, and I'm all about the fair chance. I don't mind. Now you can say, oh, what if I don't like vertically scrolling, you know, shoot 'em ups? You know, not that kind of shoot 'em up. You know what I mean, commando style games. Actually, I wonder if Outlaw came out on the Amstrad. But you know, that's not my thing. It's not really a system seller. You could argue that about anything. They said Mario 64 was a system seller. I played Mario 64 many times because I only had like 3 games on my N64. I think it came with it when I bought it. And I was like, well, it's a nice game, I suppose, but I'd rather be playing Tomb Raider 1 and 2, these 3D platformy, mildly puzzle solving type of games. They're not my cup of tea anyway. So, yeah, a true 10 out of 10 game would be like a shoot 'em up that you'd show someone who don't like shoot 'em ups, they have a go and they're like, wow, this is brilliant. And yes, that's how it is. That didn't happen with Mario 64. So at best, it's you know, a 9.5 out of 10 game. All these magazines giving games 10 out of 10, unless they fit the criteria I've just defined, they don't mean shit, and nor do their opinions, because it means you don't know how to review games. You can't say something is you know, a system seller if it doesn't cater to the entire population. If it only caters to people who like certain types of games, it don't really work. Fuck me, it just jumped about 3 or 4 sections. Anyway, we're nearly done with this section. So I got the VIC-20 screen border set up now. The loading screen was fine, should have mentioned that, sorry. It's very nice. Bit the old coffee there. Yeah, actually this is the last bit now that's loading, and then we'll have to virtually turn the tape over, although we don't need to turn the cassette adapter over. Don't make that mistake, please. Yeah, you like these waveforms, don't you, Amiga? Amiga likes the YM waveforms, don't you? Yeah, you do, buddy. Don't move the camera. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing I can do about the flickering and all the crap video quality. There's no contrast control. And there's no saturation control. My camera doesn't like either. And, no one's paying me to buy a new camera for a channel, so is there something I should know? Like Duran famously said, please tell me now. Joystick 1. Space for magic, thank you. Got to be the Tyrus Flare woman, isn't it? Okay, and enter for the magic for them, I guess. Yes, quite a funky rendition of the, you know, the arcade music. Right, it doesn't actually tell you to turn the tape over, but I'm pretty sure you have to turn the tape over because there's two separate tape images labelled side A and B. So maybe the levels are exactly set out in the blocks of the turbo data, although that doesn't really help with this CDT to WAV playback thing. You can't pause it and then start loading in like 007 and Shield Bond. Wow, the thing is fucking, the pause is taking ages, bollocks, man. I think it's a bit excessive, that 10 minutes of fucking pause data at the beginning. Nah, that's one thing, multi-load games. Can they be a system seller? Multi-load tape games? It's a good question. No one's ever going to answer it, because I bet you nobody who likes the CPC is going to be watching these videos who don't watch my videos already. And the people who don't like the CPC who do watch mine. So these are not going to be even as popular as the not very popular at all Commodore videos I make. And the best ones are those, not even the waffly ones when I'm talking bollocks and swearing a lot. Right there, killer. What's going on with you then, buddy? Hey. So yeah, we have to do this sort of thing for multi-load games, so I might as well leave the camera on. Now the other day, I must have recharged the camera 3 times after my 1 hour and 11 minutes worth of record time that I can squeeze in, which is why I cut out most of the loading now. The camera battery when it was new used to do about 1 hour 45 minutes, and now it's down to like just over 1 hour 10 minutes. Because you get like 2 hours 20 something minutes when you combine like two gaming sessions together, and I did 4. I didn't realise that. I may have cocked that up a bit. Anyway, we've got like 9 hours worth of Amstrad videos uploaded in blocks of like, you know, 2 hours 20 minutes I guess. So I've had to stitch them together, but it's alright. I'm watching Game of Thrones and don't really take a lot of CPU power to play that back. So we've got plenty of spare CPU power, even with a Duff CPU fan that we got. Adamski, why do you view everyone as a threat that isn't me? Yeah, don't try jumping on the keyboard, mate. He was sleeping on the bloody keyboard yesterday. So there was something funny going on, you see, because yesterday I shut down this laptop by just holding down the power button. So there's no actual shutdown, it's literally just pulled the power on the machine while it was still running. So I just booted it up to XP and it opened up with the same directory that I had open with the tape image files and CDT to WAV tape image playback program, and they're in the right position that they were when I forced I turned the computer off basically. It's like turning it off from the power switch. I don't understand that. It is Windows XP Service Pack 2, so I didn't put it in standby and I didn't hibernate it. It literally was an emergency shutdown. The one that in Windows 95 would say, don't do that, we're going to have to check the disk now because you've been naughty, you didn't shut down Windows properly, when, you know, 99% of the time it was fucking Bill Gates' small cock brigade with their shit, lame dick programming skills that caused the problem, where it just blue screen. Actually, every time I watch bloody live streams, the size of Chrome grows from like 350 meg to like, you know, over 1.5 gig, just because of their flash replacement. that's doing the live stream in the chat window. So of course if this don't load now we're a bit fucked because I've just wasted loads of camera battery. Shit. Okay, wasn't quite fast enough there. So it's certainly very colourful. And it does scroll fast enough to be acceptable. Ooh, the characters are fast. Okay, there's a few frames missing from where they're being drawn. And I can't really tell what's going on, but you have to bear in mind I haven't got the CRT glasses. So this is much nicer than the C64 version, because the people who did the C64 version were clueless fucking idiots. So what if you've only got a certain number of sprites? Do fucking multicolour character based graphics underneath underlay and one sprite per fucking character. You dumb shits. I'm not doing very well here at all. Yeah, go! Hey, come on, man. Don't go away with the magic, innit? Oh, yeah, see? Bloody hell. You only need one anyway. Annoying little shit. I don't remember it being this hard on the arcade, getting the little bastard. I'm having trouble seeing, like... Why's my magic not gone up to full? What's going on there then? That's a bit weird. So yeah, I mean the graphics are really nice. There's no music while the game's playing, but the sound effects are perfectly adequate and the speed is just fine. Houston, we have a problem. Hey, I want my pink dragon, mate. Yeah, good. I see you can jump on the arcade. Anyway, might be wrong about that. Okay, oh my magic is up there, that's my energy. Oh, you knob mad Commodore. Mad Nobador. There you go. So we've got quite a lot of magic there. Yeah, it is. Ah, right, okay. So, that's a fair comment. So, sometimes it's worth changing dragons, because after a certain number of hits, you can get a bit fucked, actually. There you go. Well, I don't know how you get off the dragons, you hold down the fire button anyway. Ready with the magic anyway. That looks like there's a sword in the stone there. Yeah, I don't know, like I said, oh no! That's bad move. Oh no, I got him but he got me. Ah crap. Panic stations. Go. So he's dead. So, oh bloody hell. Yeah, I can see this is definitely another contender. The trouble is, I don't think the Amstrad CPC went down to like 150 quid, did it? Did they just stop selling the 464 and sell only the 6128? There you go. Yeah, 3 credits. Who goes to the arcade with fucking 2 extra credits, mate? No, man. The same number of menu like Jude Law. Obviously, the inference in Phone Shop by that comment is heterosexual, man. But anyway, Yeah, they pulled an episode of the IT Crowd. It's the one when he's dating the woman who was born a man, who had a sex change. I believe with a vagina, because you didn't notice. But he is a bit dumb, that guy. Yeah, this is definitely up there. This is definitely up there. We'll see what happens if we have to rewind the tape. Ah, come on, man. You might actually get somewhere now. Once more, Alpina. Good, good. I think the green one is food, isn't it? I find it really difficult to get the little bastards, you know that? Ah, come on. Shit, that's it. I don't know if this is the right one or if it was the one before. This could be a bit of a cock-up. So if you actually had the real tape, this game on tape, which I don't have, sadly, it's less of an issue because you can physically rewind the tape. So this is such a good game. It is worth making the multi-load much more friendly for this sort of setup. You know, cassette adapter inside your CPC, playing back you know, digital files converted to WAVs. Cassette digital tape. I don't know what CDT stands for. Yeah, this might actually be the wrong section of data we're loading. So I don't know if the program is going to actually work out that that is the case. Which is a shame because it is a really nice game. The screen is smaller. We're talking probably, the play area is probably about less than 30 characters wide, and probably talking about 15, 16 characters high for the main game window, ignoring the status panels. Obviously in the arcade they're overlaid on top of the actual graphics. They don't have a separate area. I think on the Amiga version they did actually use the PAL mode, so it is a larger area of the screen than the ST, which only does 320 by 200. So I've really got no idea now if this is going to work. So it's obviously loaded that in and decided, no, that's not the bit we wanted. So you have to be ready with the old you know, mouse button on the pause function on the you know, CDT playback thing. I think this is actually the correct bit of data for the next level. I think it was on this one. I just couldn't get to the pause button quick enough. It doesn't give you any indication of how long there is to go for like the current block that it's on. It's great that it exists, but personally, for the games that I really like, that are multi-load, and there can't be that many of those, I'll tell you that for now, I'll probably be creating my own unique sets of WAV files for each game. So each section of the multi-load would be like a completely separate WAV file for 320 kilobits MP3. I haven't tested that yet. Because Camtasia Studio won't let me output using WAV, and the highest bit rate I can output is 320 kilobits MP3 as part of the you know, the movie. And then I'd have to like convert the MP4 files back to MP3 by stripping out the soundtrack from the MP4 file. But anyway, like I said, ideal world, you get an Amstrad 6128 with a Duff floppy drive, and replace that with a Gotek USB drive, and then just stick your disk images on there and off you go, mate. You don't have to mess about like this, and it'd be faster. Well, actually, I can't press the pause button at the moment, so there's that. So, I think we were there, we're on the fourth bit. Right! The graphics are still lovely. And speed is still good, is it? Yeah. So that's a really nice version. Whoever did this did a really nice job on this game. Very playable 8-bit version. Now Golden Axe famously did not come out on the NES, so, but it did come out on the Master System. I've just used another credit there. Yeah, hey! That's a lucky shot, you bastard. Yeah. I think playing this on a 28-inch CRT TV back then, obviously while your parents were at work, because they wouldn't let you do that, that'd be fine. The play area becomes immaterial. It's only really a problem when you're my age now, and you need your CRT glasses, and you know, you're using the Amstrad 14-inch monitor, or any 14-inch TV, I guess. Yeah, he looks like a large bastard. Ah, yeah, my favourite dragon, thank you. Why am I saying thank you? Ah, that is me. Oh, it's this one that was dragon. I don't want to lose this dragon, it's my favourite dragon. They're coming too close to me. Hey. Nah, don't let him take your dragon, mate. Ooh. No! Get off my dragon, that's my dragon. I personally prefer the purple one, but you'll do. Oh no! Oh man! I like having that dragon for ages. So I had Golden Axe on the Mega Drive, and it was like 45 quid, and the recommended retail price was 50 quid, but I got it from one of those independent light stores. I could have used the magic just to keep the dragon, but I think there'll be another dragon not too long. Oh, we're up to the episode in Game of Thrones where the dragons have been stolen by the warlock. Filthy warlocks. There we go. So I got good levels of magic, but we've only got like one health bar left. Actually, on the Mega Drive, you can increase the size of your health bar in the difficulty. You don't seem to have that here. So that's a negative point. I don't want to waste all my fucking lives now. And I see more of the graphics, innit? Maybe we get to the skeletons. Alright, all that magic and you still... Ah, fuck off, man. This could be my last life. Why is that? Here we go. Stay awake. So it's impressive the amount of stuff that's being thrown around the screen. Piss off, mate. Ah, come on. That's my... bollocks, man. That dragon runs off very quickly compared to the Mega Drive version, I think. But like I said, there's no difficulty setting. But this is definitely a close call with Ikari Warriors. so far I would put Golden Axe and Ikari Warriors in the top two. And then beyond that is probably personal preference. Why can't I get it? I think that's the end of right, well, you've had a nice long look at this, so didn't really matter where the next bit was, so yeah, we could actually play this again. So that's brilliant, that is.